Hey guys, it is Kirby, and welcome to today's stream. Ready to see y'all start piling in here. Today we're going to be uh today we're going to be working on our shiny hunt. Um and that's about it. Oh shoot, I forgot the counter. Then counter. Uh fifth counter sandboard. Boom. And working. Yes, it is. Okay. Cool. So, yeah. I hope everyone's having a good morning, good day, whatever time it is for y'all. Um, and, we're just doing some more shiny hunting. It's always fun, always fun. And hopefully this one will be the guy? No, it's not the guy. Oh man, it's been an interesting week. This streaming really early is ooh, definitely definitely a struggle starting out. But, it's worth it. I want to get that shiny. Want it so bad. I want to. And there's that. Hopefully. Nope. But yeah, I made a new overlay. I hope y'all like it. I think it looks a little more professional. A little bit better. Um, Thought it would fit the stream a little bit. And yeah. So there's that. Dang. Honestly, I can't wait till we're on the next shiny hunt because that one's going to be one where we can kind of just level grind as we go. Because, that'll be fun. Actually be able just to kill things out of spite for them not being shiny. Instead of just resetting the game and making no actual progress. Which is kind of agony. But I chose this purgatory. I chose this for myself. And yeah, gotta love it. Hopefully people will pile in. Uh, we're almost to 100 encounters. God, if I got it before 100, that would be wild. My guess is it's gonna be the early 2000s. I hope. I really hope. But yeah, definitely Definitely enjoying this. Love the fact that we're doing stuff on the channel more. Um, that's always a fun time. I've been uploading TikTok a lot lately, which just got like the next 10 videos scheduled for that. Um, I'm moving my YouTube Shorts content into my TikTok channel just because I just wanna expand. I want to try to get viral, or not viral necessarily, but I want to grow an audience, and I'm hoping that's the way to do it. Really, I didn't even have any energy to play a game last night. After stream, then work, I just kind of conked out, went to bed. Feeling it's gonna be like that again today. Uh, but it's totally worth it because this gives me a chance to hang out on YouTube with you guys. It lets me just chill out. I get to leave the VODs up, so that's stuff which we're gonna keep this whole shiny hunt on YouTube. Uh Hopefully. And names of Charmander, no. Um but yeah. Well, I'm thinking once we get through getting our starter, we're probably going to be doing I don't know, probably wild encounters on Route 1. Get ourselves a couple Pidgeys, couple Rattatas, and we're gonna be using those for we're going to be doing a living dex hopefully, so that's gonna be agony. Alright, encounter number 100. Is it going to be in the first 100? Are we gonna get painfully under odds? And Gnome received the Squirtle. And nope. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. This Pokemon is really quite energetic. Okay, Oak. Give it a nickname though. Ah, excuse me. Tired. Every day is agony. But no, work's been difficult. You know, um, some people at work tend to drive you crazy. You know how it is. I work. I've been doing Chinese food where I work, and it's all right. Definitely definitely a bit of it definitely picks up on Sundays to get all that after church crowd, the holy rollers and whatnot, and yeah, yeah. Personally, I prefer like middle of the week when no one's there. It's more quiet and can relax a little. So, the new Zelda movie looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I'm probably gonna watch that one. I didn't watch the Mario movie. I got mad that they chose Chris Pratt, who is like so lame. Like, was fine in Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess. That's about all I got to say about him. He really just I don't get the appeal. So basic. And he didn't even do like a good Mario voice. He didn't like okay, if you're gonna do a Mario voice, like either do the like Charles Martinet over the top, it's a me, a Mario type thing. Or go with like the Captain Lou Albano, like the hey Luigi, like not the just he just sounded like a dude, a boring dude, which was just awful. And honestly, at this point, Jack Black being in something just doesn't sell it to me anymore. Like he's been in like painfully too much lately, and it's like it's not that I don't like Jack Black. It's just burn out on his stuff, man. It's just it happens just so frequently. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Nope. But I hear they're gonna be casting what's her name, Hunter Schafer for the new Zelda, which I think she's probably the best fit for the role. I mean, she even looks like Princess Zelda a good bit. So I mean, I think they chose the best person for the job. Which heck yeah. Love to see it. Um, and I don't know. I've always been a big Zelda fan. I think it's one of the better series. I definitely want to see. I, I'm on the fence about. I haven't watched the Sonic movies yet. I'm really on the fence about it because I'm not a Jim Carrey fan. I know that's controversial, but I just find his face humor to be just kind of gross. I'm not a fan of face humor. Like in the slightest. I think it's but you know, that's just me. But maybe he does good as Robotnik. I probably should watch it. I hear it has really high reviews. I also don't like the fact that they changed Sonic's design. I prefer the original movie Sonic, and eh, call that a hot take, call that being a contrarian, but I just thought it looked charming. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was that bad. Maybe I'm the weird one. I probably am the weird one, must be honest. Uh, but I don't know. I think I think they whiffed with uh changing its design. Um yeah, no, I definitely need to check it out. Um I really don't watch much movies in general. Like if I sit down and watch a movie by choice, it's either, because someone forced me, or because, it's just one of the few that I've had like super hyped up, or I just got really interested in. Um, like what was it called? The new Joker movie definitely is one of those. Um, well, not the new Joker, the kind of new Joker movie. The one with Joaquin Phoenix from like 2019. Definitely think that one was a really good movie. Um, I haven't seen the sequel, but from what I've heard it's pretty bad. I heard they like lost the plot really hard, really quickly, and they lean more into the expressionism and just making it a Broadway type piece, which eh, I'm not really too big into like Broadway type movies. Um, for the most part, I mostly watch just rom-coms or chick flicks, to be perfectly honest. I love movies like White Girls, Mamma Mia. Yes Man is a great movie. Mr. Accident wasn't bad. That one was actually pretty good. I recommend that one highly. I really don't ever watch horror by choice. I think the only really horror movie I went out of my way to watch was Maximum Overdrive, and I really just watched that for the AC/DC soundtrack. But no, that one was really good horror. Basically, if machines took over the Earth, which because of like alien influence or whatever, I think was what it was, or a meteor or something was passing, a comet was passing by. Um, so that was neat. That was interesting. Good movie. Um, definitely need to find me something new to watch. I'm half tempted to start binging through the Pokemon anime. Um, I think that would be fun to do. I don't know. Would you guys be interested in like episodic reviews or something of Pokemon? Um, if there's no one in chat. Um, I'd be, kind of interested in maybe doing like episode reviews of Pokemon. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I kind of don't want to do a podcast thing, but I also kind of want to turn this channel into like a podcast slash live stream. Until I can afford like an editor, and once I can afford an editor and like I have the audience for it, maybe eventually move to just doing YouTube. But that's a pipe dream. Let's be honest. Definite pipe dream, but you know, is what it is. Can't be what it's not. See here. Another regular Charizard. Or Charmander. Or definitely liking how simple it is to reset at least. Though I will say, if this is anything like, oh gosh, this could be worse than the Johto hunt. Oh no. So, a few weeks back, I was doing a shiny hunt in my personal time for one of the starters from Johto. I didn't care which one because you could. I think that's the only starter where on the selection screen you get to see if it's shiny. So I was soft resetting, flipping through them till like 28 days later, I get a shiny Totodile, which glad to see it finally appear. I mean, I didn't really freak out or anything. I just kind of gasped. At that point, all I could do was, oh, it was like, but it was fun to, definitely was fun to finally get. It's been a good Pokemon. It's now a Croconaw. I don't play Soul Silver as much as I probably should. Right now I'm just kind of doing some breeding by Goldenrod. I just beat Whitney. Trying to get a few Pokemon that I want, like, a certain way. I'm planning on doing like competitive stuff for the Battle Frontier in that game in my off time. When I'm not shiny hunting for a living dex of shiny Pokemon. And you know, once we get done with like Leaf Green we're going to be, well, once we get done shiny hunting this game to oblivion, we're probably going to be, using, Fire Red to fill in the gaps. We're going to be using Ruby and Sapphire for the Hoenn decks. And we might use Emerald for any wild Pokemon in between, because you gotta pick one, or you gotta use that one occasionally. But I believe with doing like tall grass hunts, it shouldn't be anything too broken, because I think that one does that one, yeah, Emerald has a broken RNG. It always starts the game on the same seed, which for soft resetting can just loop you in the same Pokemon over and over again. Especially if you get really consistent about doing it on the same frames. It's just god awful. So yeah, stuff like the legendary hunts in that game won't work for soft resetting. So we'll probably have to use stuff like Ruby and Sapphire for that. Which, it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna be too big of an issue. I know Legends ZA is coming up soon, and I don't really get hyped about new Pokemon releases anymore. Like, yeah, Legends Arceus was probably the best one since the Switch came out. Well, for the Switch, I should say. Which, kind of upset me, because I was looking forward to Gen 8 being, something good on the Switch. I was, getting ready to buy one. And, yeah, no, that didn't happen. We got Dexit, we got a barely baked game. Like, I mean, it was just, it was laggy, it was broken. Which, I mean, Pokemon games tend to be broken, but, like, you can excuse some of the design choices on the 3DS titles because they're 3DS games, right? But the design choices on the Switch are things that probably would have made more sense when the 3DS came out. Like, specifically Dexit. Like, I know, they didn't have, models for every Pokemon. I wish they would have kept with, like, Black and White's art style, but, it's whatever. But, what am I trying to say? They had to make new models for each Pokemon. They had to do animations for each Pokemon, and there was like 600 at the time, including the new one. 650 maybe. And, and of course, it was a little bit rough around the edges. A lot of Pokemon just kind of idly standing there awkwardly, which, But then, when Gen 8 came out, they were like, oh, we can't, do, all these Pokemon anymore. And it's like, they were reusing the same models from X and Y. Like, their excuse was completely invalid. And they were like, oh, but then we'd have to make, like, walking animations for every Pokemon. And do you want to know what's funny? In the game files, they have those animations. Like, there is no reason Geodude shouldn't be available. And I think a lot of it was they're starting to try to, like, I don't know, gatekeep's not the right word. Because, like, okay, so, like, VGC, they did, like, Generation 6, Generation 7. I know the first seasons you were only able to use Pokemon in those Pokedexes. Because the later seasons of those games, they were just like, okay, now you can use any Pokemon, but it has to be bred in this game. And that's fine. Okay. That's good for a competitive scene, you know? It means you have to breed Pokemon for that specific game. Okay. Sure, whatever. Showdown still exists for all the other stuff, so you're not worried about that. And it's like, in these new games, you can't have, like, I think a lot of the Coliseum moves, they removed from Pokemon's Learn sets. They removed moves out of the series that have been around since forever. And since they're just reusing animations, why the hell aren't they in the game? And I know this is a tired point that's been beaten like a horse. I mean, come on. It's just bad design. But it is what it is. In recent news, I know King of the Hill's coming out with a not a reboot, but a what's the word? A revival. Which, I'm probably gonna watch. It looks good. I like the how they look in their character designs. Peggy looks slightly terrified. I mean, yeah, Peggy Hill, she just looks terrified as can be. Um, which, sure. But, no, I never was much of a Peggy fan. Think she's a bit of a narcissistic jerk. But, oh, yeah. By the way, if you guys didn't hear, the voice actor for John Redcorn, got murdered. Like, straight up in cold blood. Which is awful. Dude was a legend. You know, so what I believe happened was, it was definitely a hate crime killing. They, basically, what happened was their house, like, burnt down. They were grieving over their, lost animal. And this dude came up yelling, some pretty bad slurs and went to shoot him. And John Redcorn's voice actor, uh I sorry, I can't remember his name. He literally went, he pushed his partner out of the way, and yeah, pretty dark, honestly, and a real shame. Because, I'm a big fan of John Redcorn in the show. Like, he really well wrote character. And, it's just, it's sad. It is truly sad. And apparently, this was John Redcorn's second voice actor, because apparently the first one died in a horrific accident after the first few episodes he was in. So, yeah. Oh, but anyways, on a brighter note, um, the Bubsy Classic Collection's coming out soon. The Perfect Collection, I mean. It's going to be featuring four of my favorite Bubsy games. Literally everything before the Woolies Strike Back, which is going to be awesome. Uh, it involves Bubsy and Claus encounters of the third kind. Um, it's gonna have Bubsy 2. It's gonna have I don't know if it's gonna have just the Super Nintendo or Genesis version and the Game Boy version, or if it's just gonna be, the console version. Um, it's gonna have Bubsy 3D and Forbidden Planet, which is, you know, it gets, I think it gets, bashed a little too hard because it's not a bad game. Like, a lot of the design choices are definitely choices, but like what's there is pretty good, especially for the time period. People rag on it for having tank controls, but at the time, people didn't know how to make a 3D game. This game literally released months after Super Mario 64. Mike Berlin, the creator of Bubsy, wanted the game to get, delayed further because of, they wanted to rework everything because of what they saw with Super Mario 64. So this game was in development side by side with Mario 64. And I really think it gets just unfair bashing constantly. You know, I'm a big Bubsy fan, but I've got the first two games complete in box for Sega Genesis. Uh, it's pretty nice. I'm hoping to get I want to get 3D soon. And then eventually get me a copy of the Jaguar game, but that one's the most expensive one I've seen yet. I also need to get a physical copy of Paws and Paws and Woolies, because even though I don't really like Paws on Fire, I think it's probably the weakest Bubsy game. Doesn't feel like a Bubsy game. It feels like an auto. It's just an auto runner. It's Bubsy deserves better. Oh, and the fourth game in the Perfect Collection is going to be Fractured Furry Tales for the Atari Jaguar, which is going to be exciting. Big fan, big fan. I kind of hope they. One thing I will say about it is I hope they set it up to where they have a more refined version of like just a little less jank on some of the like Jaguar especially, because the Jaguar game's a good game, like design wise, but the engine it's in, like with the console, just it feels like he snaps on the tiles a lot harder than any other Bubsy game. Because Bubsy's always had this like weird snap on tiles, or like he'll fall off of an edge if he's just barely too close. And I kind of hope they maybe like do a second mode where you can like tone it down a little bit just to make it. I prefer more accessible games for anyone, honestly. And I think if they did that, I think people would actually really enjoy it, because the first couple games, um I mean, I know Bubsy 2 has like the out of like less, I don't know. I'm not as big of a Bubsy 2 fan. My issue with it is Bubsy 2 is it was made by people who resent Bubsy. I think it was made alongside Fractured Furry Tales. I could be wrong. Um, and Mike Berlin was on the Fractured Furry Tales project, and you can definitely see the difference in just, I don't know how it feels. Feels like there's more love put into Fractured Furry Tales, which, yeah, I mean, there definitely was. They were hanging, Bubsy plushies in the office of Bubsy 2. Um, like by the neck. Those are it. And yeah, I never understood all the hatred towards him. Always thought he was a good character. I thought he was. I think he's better than Sonic. I think he's way cooler than Sonic. Um, I always thought Sonic was kind of. Sonic's okay. I don't hate Sonic. I don't like the bash on Sonic. But there's definitely some design choices there that I think the Bubsy games just cover better. Yes, we're playing Charmander. We get another Charmander, which is always a good time. No, it's not. We won that shiny already. Nope. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing for a while. I probably should figure out how to get music without it, like, overpowering my voice, but where I work, like, night shift, or where I work, like, day shift, I do all this in the morning before I go into work. Give me just 1 second. I just realized I had my AC on, and that probably made my voice like, or that probably was easy to hear in the background. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. Anyways, we're claiming Charmander, yes. But yeah, no, I think Bubsy and Claw's encounter of the third kind was definitely the best one in the series, in my opinion. Yeah, I know. So cliche. The first one's the best one. Blah blah blah. Um, but no, I think really great. Now, one thing I do like about Bubsy too, though, is they had another comic for him in the manual. Like the first two games, they have full colored comic books in the manuals, and the manual is like written as if it's as if Bubsy's writing wrote it, and then that's so cool to me. I don't know. I miss the days of game manuals. I remember I was a PS2 kid, and PS2 and 64, and I remember games we got with the manual. I would sit there in the car ride home and just read it, which I feel bad for kids nowadays. They don't have that. You know, I thought it was one of the most charming parts of a game was a good manual. Um, it helped you, get some context, learn some stuff about it before you start playing it, and uh, I just, I think, I think manuals should be in games. I think, people need, I think it's needed. I find it necessary. Um, but I guess not everyone appreciates a good manual. I guess companies think that yes, uh, removing content and charging more is okay, which it really isn't. And I don't know. Problem with what I have with a lot of modern gaming is like everything's just so expensive now, and like these companies are so tone deaf. Like, well, I don't know. I don't know. This ain't the rant for today, but yeah, if you know, you know. Got Charmander. Hell yeah. And let's see if this one's gonna be it. We get 131 encounters in. We have went through 131 Charmanders. And I know I'm not going to be lucky enough to get it today. Let's see here. All right. Charmander. Nope. Not that one. Oh, going through so many different. Yeah, no, shiny hunting's fun. This is how I relax in the mornings before work, doing this nonsense. And yeah, it's just great. But you know, it's gonna be worth it for that black Charizard. Squirtle. All right. But yeah. I wish I was in chat right now. You know, and I think next stream I'm gonna try to promote it a little better. I'm too tired to even attempt that today. To be honest, this is more of a chill. Me just rambling while I press A few dozen times. Maybe B once or twice. Let's see here. Pokemon. Charmander. I wonder how long this hunt's gonna take. Because right now we're at what? An hour or 2 hours and a quarter. Oh, excuse me. I've been going to Goodwill a good bit, and you know, I like going to Goodwill. Found me a pack of blank DVD RWs. I'm a fan of optic media. You know, we still use CDs in our car. You know, I got a small collection of DVDs, Blu-rays of computer games. I need to set up my Blu-ray player and my new remote. I got a one of those Universals because the Blu-ray player I got from Goodwill didn't have one, which was unfortunate. But yeah, I also found like one of those Bluetooth keyboards. I think it's a Logitech. I've been using that to basically as like a TV remote while I'm laying in bed, which hell yeah. Keep me nice and lazy. Yes, I'm claiming Charmander. My diet's been rough. I've been eating a poke bowl a day. Like I've been making sushi rice, throwing bean sprouts, bamboo shoots. I'll throw like a can of some fish or the occasional other meat. Like later this morning, I'm gonna be doing a one with got these Mediterranean sardines, which are actually pretty fire. Got like black olive slices and some like I think tomato, pepper, or something in there, and make a good meal. Throw that with a little bit of authentic Japanese wasabi, which hell yeah, I like some wasabi. Then some soy sauce. I've been portioning everything out, and yeah, that's the hardest part right there is the portioning, because yeah, mm, mm, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm fat. I'm fat. I'm trying to lose weight. So I want to look better, and this is uh, this has been my attempt at it. It's been like probably about it's getting close to 2 weeks now, and I haven't been keeping track of my weight. I just am waiting till there's a visible difference, I guess. I'm waiting for my Poke Walker to get delivered, because that's going to really help out with my weight loss. I'm gonna, be walking more. I'm gonna be able to do stuff, play on it while I'm on lunch or something. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Oh, shoot. Another one. And so yeah, that's basically what I've been doing lunch. A few good proteins I found to put in those are stuff like squid and ink sauce is really good in one. Um, the Mediterranean or the lemon pepper flavored sardines are pretty good. Um, I like doing some like smoked mussels or no mussels and marinade. Um, there's other things. Can of medium shrimp does really good in it. And, it's just trying to find whatever. And I'm trying to keep some variety in there. Might see if I might see about buying like some of those packs of like the chicken that's seasoned or whatever, like the one, yeah, like the was it this it's not Starkist ones or whatever they're called. The ones with the blue tuna dude with the red beret. Yeah, and I'm gonna try some of those and see if that helps vary it. Uh, because I'm trying to eat these consistently. Like, I'm making these literally, I'm meal prepping like twice a week. And, you know, that's about all I'm eating right now. Honestly. Oh, and I've been throwing some wakame and some sesame seeds in there. Just to spruce it up. Because just because I'm dieting doesn't mean I have to suffer that hard. And this diet's also got me uh stop drinking so heavily, which is probably a good thing. Because I can't justify all those calories. Like, went from like every other day to like once a week right now. Which, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Though I will say, I am a lot crankier than I used to be. Which, I mean, I guess, sure. That's bound to happen. Uh, but it is what it is. Um, Honestly, I've been waking up drinking a couple cups of coffee. than doing this before I even think about eating breakfast. Name Charmander. No. Alright, let's see what we get. And yeah, definitely gonna be uploading content as much as I can right now. Was looking into it, and apparently VODs also count as like long form videos, so that's neat. Alright, Squirtle. And no. Yeah. Oh, we're getting close to the 151 mark. Will I get it before we get through the Kanto deck's worth of Charmanders? Oh, that is the real question today. Which I don't know if people actually watch streams at this hour. I could just be shooting myself in the foot, but it's about, this is the only time I really can do it, Everyone else in the house is asleep and leaving me alone. And I can just sit here, talk to y'all, chill out. Again, I hope you guys like the overlay. Just kind of threw it together in MS Paint. I took a screenshot of yesterday's stream and I just kind of overlaid like the green from the bottom of the game window and the gameplay I just overlaid over the bottom and the side over here. I threw in an extra box for like the current hunt, and I did it off the top and the bottom colors from the title screen here. I used that little paint dripper tool. So that's neat, right? Just remember, streaming is accessible to just about anyone. I think everyone should be streaming. No one should be watching streams. Everyone should just be constantly streaming. Give a nickname now. Yeah. And Pokemon summary. No. I don't know. Maybe eventually. Nah. I don't know. If I ever get an editor, I'm probably gonna see about doing some like greatest moments of Shiny Hunt streams or whatever. Or not streams, but like videos. I just thought, I doubt I'll ever be able to afford an editor, but because I do all this stuff on my own, just in my free time, and I don't got much free time, really. So I'm like, I work a 40-hour job right now, and which so grateful for, and I'm doing this. I'm hoping maybe one day I just pop off. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Yeah, we're a small channel right now. We're only at 45 subs last time I checked, and yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good channel. I wish YouTube would push it a little more. Uh, I think tomorrow I'm gonna push the stream a little harder. We're going to do like well, maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably work on a regular long form video. I need to figure out some topics, guys. I can't really afford that heavy right now, so it's kind of like, I get, I'll wake up, I'll make a video, I'll go to work, I'll basically wake up, work on the channel, go to work, and then come home and clean house a little. And yesterday I was just so tired, I just went straight to sleep. I hope doing this will consistently will help me get into a cycle where I can stay awake maybe an hour longer, because woke up a little too early today. I woke up at like 3, so ugh. Squirtle, Pokemon, Charmander, no. Okay. So we're at what, 90 when we started? Oof. I don't know. If I do a live stream, I'm gonna try to go at least an hour, I think. No that game. But yeah, heard the WWE re-signed R-Truth, which is awesome. I think they signed him under the name Ron Killings, which is, I think that's his actual name. And it was just good to see the guy back, because he was always one of my favorites. He's just funny. I liked his K-Quick stuff with what's his name from DX. Really loved the whole the real truth bit or whatever they did, where they just kind of went off the rails, him and the Miz. Then this stuff with John Cena, I thought's been pretty good. I just thought it was pretty good. I thought it was entertaining. I need to work on my next batch of shorts. I think we're going to be moving to one long form video a week. I'm still trying to figure out what day that's going to be on. At least until I get into doing like episodic reviews of Pokemon and that, I might just, watch an episode, then probably watch an episode, make the video, watch an episode, make the video. I think that's probably going to be the best way to do it. I don't know how I'm going to pepper those in, but eventually I'll plan on peppering those in, and hopefully I can get better at the shorts I make too, because those seem to get popular a good bit. I've got a bunch of them over 1,000, one over 2,000 views, and that's just awesome. I never thought I would get anything over 1,000 views on my channel, to be perfectly honest. Because, I just do, I don't find myself that interesting. I don't find, I don't feel like I have that much to say, and then I've started seeing myself just sitting here rambling whenever I'm recording, and it's like, okay, maybe I have a little more to say than I thought. Definitely not trying to force too much, because that's just gonna make bad content. No one wants to see bad content. Okay, this is it. Do we get it before Kanto deck? Or do we get it at the end of the Kanto deck's worth of Charmander? Now, I've been playing some of that Pokemon TCGP. I got a few decent cards last night. I got a Silvally, and I got a Pheromosa. Both of them were the full card artwork, which so glad to get. I even switched my language into Japanese because I wanted to pull some Japanese packs, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Um, I really like TCGP. I just wish I could remember to pull cards more. Maybe I should just set an alarm on my phone like 6 o'clock every effing day. Um, but yeah. Uh, Oof. Sorry about the yawns, guys. It's been a yeah, it's been a morning. Um, but yeah, no. Just a reminder. There's a Discord link down in the description. That is my Discord server, and I'd love to see you guys join. Love to get more people in there. Um, you know, I just want to see, I just want to see community starting, and well, I do have community started. It's like, well, 60 to 70 people there, which is, that's always fire. I love it. Absolutely love it. And nicknamed Charmander, no. uh, please? No. 153. Oh, okay. Well, my only complaint is the fact that you have to watch your rival run up, get his. And you know what? I think I'm gonna call today's stream. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream, whoever joined. It's good to see someone here. Oh man, I was almost ready to throw in the towel for today. I hope you guys are having a really. I hope you're having a really good day. We're just sitting here, soft resetting. This is our 155th reset, which, yeah, we're trying to get a shiny Charmander. Yee. And, just been talking about, just random things. Excited to see, Hunter Schafer play, Princess Zelda in the new Legend of Zelda movie, which is going to be fire. I'm curious to see who they're going to be casting as Link. So I think that's going to be controversial no matter who they choose. I hope it's not Chris Pratt. Why is he in everything? Him and Jack Black, they are in everything. But yeah, It's it's a morning. It's like 6 in the morning. I'm sitting here streaming this before work. It's like, Hope you like the overlay I set up for the stream. I worked on it last night. Wanted something to kind of be there instead of just black bars, which is what we rocked yesterday. Um, Gonna check this one. I don't know, I'm thinking at 180 counters is probably when the stream's gonna be called, because I still gotta go eat breakfast and get ready for my job. Which, yeah. But, yeah. No nickname. Get this Squirtle. And, alright. Darn. This has definitely been an interesting hunt. This is the first one that I've actually, started tracking encounters on, which I guess is something. And let's see here. Really quite energetic. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing some Pokemon episode reviews in the near future. I think that would be fun to do. And just a quick reminder, please don't forget to, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna be trying to stream a couple days a week. I'm not sure which days yet. But definitely been enjoying just sitting here doing this over and over and over. We're going for the living decks, so that's gonna be fun. Living shiny decks. And there's gonna be a few that are going to be pretty obnoxious to do, I think, and that's gonna be what's it called? The fossil Pokemon. Because we're gonna need to get what, 2 of Kabuto and Ammonite, so we can evolve 1 of each. Then we're also going to have to reset for the Aerodactyl. Which I'm excited that I think they're supposed to be animating part 7 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is going to be fire. I'm excited for that. Big Joe bro. I've seen all of it. That's animated. I haven't really sat down and read the manga, even though I probably should. But I'm captivated by the anime. Big fan of the OVA of Stardust Crusaders. So that one was pretty good. Pretty good. Probably my favorite part's probably Battle Tendency. I think that one was really well made. Definitely like a young Joseph Joestar. The best tactic's always to run away. Uh, but yeah, basically, you know, I've been trying to expand the channel. Thank you to all the subscribers that we have. If anyone watches the VOD and sees this, I don't know. Thank you to the one guy in chat. We love you, buddy. You keep this stream running more than anyone else right now. All right. Oh, they left. So sad. Oh, we're back on our own ramblings. So anyways, how's nobody doing? 'Cause there's no one here. That's whatever. That's whatever. Um, still thinking 180 is the one I'm gonna wanna. Yeah, that'll be 2 streams where we did 90 encounters each. And I'll probably use this, I'll just probably record my videos while I'm shiny hunting, I think. Instead of just the random gameplay I have been doing, I'll probably just do this. I mean, it's mindless enough. I can sit here and ramble. It's not like I have to think about, like, oh, what strategy am I going to use against this trainer? Not doing like an ultra hard Nuzlocke where every decision matters. No, it's just you keep grinding them out until you get it. And you know, I'm gonna probably knock out like every wild Pokemon that's not a shiny. So that's gonna give me something super overpowered before Brock. Even if type matchup doesn't work. Just trying to know. But yeah. Need to get those episodes of the anime. I'm gonna come across. I think I'm gonna try to find some DVDs to do it with. I don't know if I think the DVDs are in order. I'll have to look about the oh, what's it called, the those band episodes. I definitely want to cover them. I watched them like years and years ago. Back when oh, on some, you know, website somewhere. Back when I was in like high school. You know, the whole concept of band episodes, especially after watching that Jay Witz video, was definitely something. Claiming Charmander, yep. Alright. You know, I know I said 180, but there's no one here. I think now is a better time to cut it off than anything. To all the people who to the one person who did join. You know, thanks for joining. If you guys liked it, remember give me a thumbs up. If not, yeah, thumbs down it. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye guys.